Hello, everybody. This is Dr. Patmos. It is January 20. What is today? January 25th already. Holy cow. Anyhow, I'm Dr. Patmos. I am an internal medicine and infection doctor and infection control doctor. And I have a video for you today that is actually quite stunning, what the topic. So, for those of you who don't know me, I been in practice for 45 years. And I've held academic appointments and also been a physician executive. And I'm passionate about public health and vaccination. Well, I don't know if you've heard the news, but just the other day, Children's Health Defense, the organization that was funded or started and run by Robert F. Kennedy Jr., he has since resigned since he took office as the Secretary of Health and Human Services, but he's still very much involved with Children's Health Defense behind the scenes. That organization has got a lot of money. They have made a lot of money suing over vaccines, and so they have plenty of money to play with. And they just filed a lawsuit, a civil suit against the American Academy of Pediatrics under the RICO laws. Now, what are the RICO laws? Those are racketeering laws. They were created, I think it was passed in 1970 as a tool to go after organized crime and the mafia. And now over the years, it's been broadened to include some other targets as well. But here, for the first time now, we have Children's Health Defense suing the American Academy of Pediatrics, claiming that it is a criminal organization that has violated the RICO laws, the racketeering laws. That law, or the racketeering law, is based upon the notion that an organization can engage in criminal activity with other organizations, and that criminal activity could be many things from money laundering to illegal drug distribution to other kinds of fraudulent activities, a whole laundry list of things that fall under the RICO laws. And these are criminal laws. And so this lawsuit alleges that the American Academy of Pediatrics is a criminal organization like the mafia, and that it is in collusion with the pharmaceutical industry to sell and profit from the sale of vaccines, which the lawsuit claims are dangerous and have never been properly tested for safety. So now you may say, "Well, this lawsuit is ridiculous. It's a stretch. These vaccines are approved by the Food and Drug Administration. So how could you be guilty of profiting from the sale of an approved substance?" So the lawsuit is a stretch, but it's a groundbreaking and chilling lawsuit that this organization would sue a very prestigious organization like the American Academy of Pediatrics, claiming that it is a criminal organization. What would happen if that lawsuit were to prevail? God forbid, let's say that they get in front of a judge who's a anti-vax Maha friend of Robert Kennedy, and they somehow prevail. The implications would be catastrophic. What that would mean is that the American Academy of Pediatrics would have hundreds of millions of dollars of liability, probably bankrupt the organization, that its leaders and officers who participated in this would be personally liable for this. And it also opens the door to much more litigation along the same lines. If Children's Health Defense can sue the American Academy of Pediatrics under the RICO laws, they can sue the American Academy of Family Medicine. They could sue the American College of Physicians. They could sue a lot of organizations, and this could lead to a real expansion in lawsuits, basically attacking doctors for vaccinating patients. This is very sobering and very chilling and very disturbing. Should this lawsuit prevail, I hope it doesn't. I don't think it will. I'm not a lawyer, though. But should this lawsuit prevail, it would be extremely destructive to vaccine policy in this country. It would essentially make any medical organization or any provider organization that supports or promotes vaccination potentially liable under the RICO laws as a criminal entity. So just ponder this. What these anti vaxxers are doing is they are attempting to criminalize the use of vaccines that have been proven to have saved millions of lives. Vaccination, the single most effective public health intervention in human history, is now under attack. The entire concept of vaccination is under attack. And those of us who have vaccinated patients uh, are liable for to be considered criminals under the RICO laws should this lawsuit prevail. This is a very chilling, very alarming, and insane thing that is happening. This lawsuit cannot prevail. God forbid it prevails. Um, but I just thought you needed to know this. If you're a doctor, then you should make your voice heard. This lawsuit has to be thrown out of court the minute it hits the courts. It should be the American Academy of Pediatrics should win on this on summary judgment, and this case needs to be thrown out. And Children's Health Defense and Robert Kennedy and his associates who are pushing this kind of litigation should be ashamed of themselves. Thank you.